Hello, everyone. So today I'm going to talk about something that some people might not look at it as something that is really serious to talk about or whatever, but I just want to put us through. What I want to achieve with this is to showcase how relationship between public servants and citizens can be. That it's not an enmity, it's not fight. You're not let me remove my glasses myself. You're not enemies, and there's a way you can relate in a very respectful and dignifying manner, both between citizens and the public servants, and vice versa. And that when issues are being discussed, it's not that, oh, you hate the government or the government hates the people. There should be a place where there's dialogue, there's conversation, there's hearing of each other, there's respect, and there's dignity. So I'm going to talk about Abia State. So Abia State has a new emblem that they have put together, and I didn't follow it. I didn't follow the issue, but I recently just saw the deputy chief of staff to the governor of Abia State, Nedu Ekeke, who is known as Nedu Niger on X, came out. He said Abia State has a new emblem. For 6 months, we worked on it, deliberating on its appearance and what characters were most appropriate to form its components. We wanted it to bear our history, our culture, our law, and our aspiration as a state. And then he put out what the emblem was all about, and he put out the picture. He said it was one of the most debated topics in the ESCO. On May 29th, our 1-year anniversary, we unveiled the new emblem, satisfied that we had achieved what we wanted for it. Even more interesting is the fact that the state government did not pay a dime for this emblem. The execution of its design was done gratis, that's free of charge, by some well-meaning Abians, both at home and abroad. You can see the old one below for comparison. Have a good day. And so that was how he put the whole information. And like I told you, I have not followed this. I just saw, and it's some of the interaction within this information that I'm going to talk about. I would expect that there was a conversation going on to talk to the people that this emblem was going to show, because like you're saying that there were well-meaning Abians who volunteered to do it for free. So I'm assuming that there is conversation, they spoke with the people, and the people were carried along that there was going to be a change of emblem and all of that. Not that you just woke up one day and, hey, this is emblem, take it or leave it, or go to this thing. So that's one. So the first this thing that came out here, there was someone on X known as Ikenna Inzimora. He said, I love it. That's what he said. Those two animals there, because you have two animals there. There is an elephant, and then there is a leopard. I know I think leopard in Igbo is called Aku. I'm not sure. I remember, what's the name of this storybook? The leopard in the bottle or something like that. I can't remember the author that wrote it, because I always tell people, like, my childhood was more Igbo than any other tribe, because I read a lot of books that were written by Igbo authors. Like the Nigerian books as I was growing up were written by Igbo authors. So I was immersed in the culture and everything that goes on. So I know quite a bit, about all of those. I mean, like Things Fall Apart were things that I read maybe probably either in primary school or early secondary school, and a lot of books that I read along that line. So he said he loved it. And then someone, Mr. Nize, on X, with his handle at Mr. underscore Nize, and another underscore, said, while I like the idea, I think there's a lot of items on the logo. It should have been simple and focus on key features people can remember. Then the Deputy Chief of Staff to the Abia State Governor, Mr. Nedu Ekeke, now came back to him and said, he replied to him, he said, emblems are mostly busy, and understandably so, because they compact a people's history. And then he gave him an example of two emblems that he put out, which are even more busier than the Abian emblem. And then Mr. Nize said, okay, that's fine. I mean, as simple as this conversation is, I mean, this is supposed to be the norm. There is, coming out to say, okay, yes, but I think this is too busy, even though I like the idea. And then he explained it. There's no antagonism, there's no fighting, there's no calling each other name. There's no how dare you as a citizen try to question the government when the government has put this out. You're supposed to bow and take it and go away. There's no, oh, get out of here, you government official, why are you disturbing the timeline with this and that? No, there is mutual respect. When we talk about governance all the time, even though as much as possible we always talk about the failure of governance in terms of those who are voted into office, we most times don't talk about the failure of governance in terms of those who are supposed to make demands on those who are voted into office. That's the citizen. So for me, seeing this conversation and how it went, it's really gratifying and just shows you that indeed Nigeria can be that country where there's mutual respect, where public servants don't think they are gods and that they can talk to people anyhow and do anyhow and nothing is going to come out of it. And so then another person came out and said, no aquete cloth, and you're talking about history of Abba. And then the deputy chief of staff to Abia State Governor said, look again, there's aquete in it. And then he says, I can't see any. And he brought out the emblem and put it there. Okay, and I think at this time, okay, that was at the time. So what he now did was he now he circled two places, to show you that's the aquete. It's right there, even though you hadn't seen. And then someone came to say, I think that's what the eagle was standing on, right? So you see this conversation, and that's the way it's supposed to be. It's not attacking, go here. No, because governance, it's all our country. We want things to be better. So when people are making demands on you, when people are asking you questions, when people are asking, it's not something that you should be angry over. And I know it's because I find this a lot, and I think in one or two videos I must have spoken about this. Nigerians hate questions. If you see how angry Nigerians are when you're asking them questions, even people who are supposed to be in customer care, because Nigerians just feel that you're not supposed to ask questions. When you're told something, just do it. And I have to explain to somebody, I said, no, I need to understand. I've always been, even as a child, I've always asked questions. Talk less of this my old age, I will not ask questions because I always want to know, why is this thing? And sometimes I have to tell them, no, it's not something to be angry over. It's something you simply explain to the person because the person doesn't know. You are the one with a superior knowledge of this particular issue, and the person is asking you. So you should take joy in teaching, in telling, in enlightening that person so that that person is able to understand. And for me, just reading this exchange was really quite very heartwarming and very heart gladdening. And I'm like, yeah, we can have that Nigeria where there's decency, there's respect, there's dignity for everyone, and there's mutual respect, and there's growth, and there's love, and there's development. I mean, the sky should be our beginning, not here where we are stunted down at the ground. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.